up in price?
Not the truth.
They just talked about it the other day.
Okay, so eggs, bread, and butter. It's also what you get before a storm is coming. Here's how you're going to save them, keep them, store them.
And this is the giant loaf of bread that fits in this. And if you don't want to use it for bread, this is 14¼ cups. But you just saw that I put my gallon of water on my eggs. It's 12 egg keepers, and I purposely did this because you don't have to worry. This can hold from a small to a jumbo.
Oh, now you can actually stack things on
and
top
you
of
can
your
stack.
eggs.
That's why I did the water, just to show you, because the cartons in the store you can't. And I just stacked the water on there, and you can see nothing is going to happen to my eggs. There you go. My eggs are fine. I had the gallon of water on there, and this holds 2 sticks of butter.
Speaking of meal prep, so a lot of people when they're trying to get more protein and eat better will do like a batch of hard-boiled eggs for the week. Nice just to keep them like this.
Yes, and you know what? And if you don't want to use them for eggs, okay, Valentine's Day is coming up. You know what? What about doing your chocolate dipped strawberries? And you know what you just do? Just do some little decorations in them. And you know what? I'm spending the time to dip these, so I want to have this decorated nicely. So when my guests come over, we can put a little fancy toothpick in the top, and they can just take this right out, no worries whatsoever.
Nice.
So just different ideas that you can do with the egg keeper. And then they sell these fancy desserts at the store, and I will say, you know what? They're fancy, but they come in those flimsy little containers.
Yeah.
I want to be able to stack on top of this. I want to be able to present
so you put
this.
it on the lid.
I put it on the lid to serve it, because the store ones, you know what? You can't stack anything on top of that.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I love this about these containers.
I actually love just the bread container for just what it's intended for, bread, because so often in my house, you know, they come with the plastic tie.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I can't get my husband or kids to put the little tie back on, and my husband's always like, oh, just fold it under. Like,
oh no, that doesn't work.
I just like the idea if I could I think I'm gonna get this just so when I come home, we can stick the bread in here, and then the bread just stays there. Plus, it'll keep the bread fresher longer.
It does keep it fresher longer, and if you don't use all the bread, you can freeze in it. I love this one, the 14¼ cup too, because for the celery, the carrots, the lettuce, you know what? And then I have kids and grandkids. You know, what about making a little, just take a cookie cutter, make little peanut butter sandwiches and jellies, and you know what? They come home, they have a healthy little treat.
Oh, so, you know what? Let me show the colors.
Sure.
I got so carried away. I was so excited about this. Let me just show you your colors. So they're up here. Here's your red. And then we have, let's see, where am I headed here? Oh, red and then clear. There's your clear. And then we have our spearmint, plumberry, jade green. First time we're seeing jade green in the show. And we have this really gorgeous blue that we're calling royal blue. That's very, very pretty. So wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, jade green.
Did
I get it right? Okay,
yeah,
okay,
you got
good.
it right.
I started second guessing myself for a minute.
No, you got it right. And then I love this too, because you know what? What if you make a big batch of ribs? So you make the big batch of ribs, you cook them up, and then you know what? You can wait, and you can put the sauce all over when you're ready to eat them and warm them up.
You know, I know that this is, you know, it's for bread, but that is a really good size for everything for the refrigerator.
This is really good. That's why we tried to show the other ideas. Okay, and my husband goes out with the guys every week, and he purposely slices the cheese. And you buy those bricks of cheese, he brings them home, slices them. So he's got the little cheese slicer, and then he brings this with him so that people can munch on the cheese and the pepperoni and the nuts.
Throw all your like tortillas or crackers or something in here and just take the cheese with you.
And then again too, I love this too, because this size, if you're not using it for the butter, you know, it holds 2 sticks. But what about your nuts and stuff like that, your snacks that you can throw right in there in your purse? And I love this because it's got the little butter tray in there, and you can fit 2 in there, and it's got the measurements right on it.
If you're putting other things in it, of course you maybe have it stand this way, but if you put it upside down, the lid does become the perfect little butter tray. And I want to show you, just to be clear, there actually is the little tray right there. So it's not just the lid, and there's even if you're gonna look, it even has a little measuring. So if you put this here and you're like, how much is a tablespoon? Right there. So that's a really nice butter tray.
And this came from viewer request. A viewer said, well, you'd love to have a butter tray. And you know what? And my dad leaves this right out on the counter every single day. And he's like, don't lock it all the time, because I'm going to use the butter every single minute.
Nice.
So I love this to make little treats for the kids too. Their ideas are endless that you can use with this.
Awesome. So it's your 3-piece, your egg, bread, and butter storage kit, but I think we've just given you a lot more ideas of how to use this besides just bread, eggs, and butter. But even if you only did that, it would be awesome.